Hi, I'm John Olson. Welcome to Next Stop, from a destination with 100 ways to play. Welcome to Oregon's Mount Hood territory, where there are 100 ways to play all 4 seasons of the year. On this episode, we'll enjoy some winter rides, from skiing to snowmobiling, from snowshoeing to tubing, and much more on this episode of Next Stop from Oregon's Mount Hood territory, winter style. The fun starts now. Dating back to the 1930s, the Timberline Lodge and ski area boasts North America's longest ski season. Its lodge is also one of America's most historic hotels. Before we dive into the history, I'm going to don some ski gear and hit the slopes. This is John, my new buddy. He's going to be my guide today on Timberline. John, what's in store?
We got a ton of stuff in store today. Right now we're standing about 1,000 feet above the historic Timberline Lodge. We're standing in front of the iconic Silcox Hut. You can kind of see the summit back here behind us. We monitor the health of the snow and the glacier and what's going on, and we're looking at about 54 feet of snow up there. So I think we're going to have a good summer ski season this year.
You know, I love chatting with you, but you know what I love more?
I think we should go skiing.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Okay, John, I'm positive back in the 90s, I was inside this room drinking beers midday, another gorgeous day like this, with my buddies from Portland.
You know, I was probably sitting right next to you when we didn't know each other.
I noticed that the ceiling's sort of caving in just a tad.
Yeah, John, that's the affectionate Sasquatch hole, is what we call it, and it's actually the result of a runaway snowcat in the 70s.
Never seen this in any bar or restaurant. We've all been there, where the tables are all wobbly, drinks are flying all over. These levelers are so cool.
Oh, yeah,
who did this?
Yeah, it's a little better than the old matchboat trick. That's how these tables here are actually part of the restoration here.
That's a great location.
Sign me up.
More surprises on Mount Hood.
That's right. What do you think of the snow so far?
It's pretty awesome. Like near perfect, seriously.
Right. So we're here at Thunder Park. Timberline, we really pride ourselves in the park. We were voted one of the top 10 terrain parks in North America. Why don't we jump in and do some hucking?
Okay, John, I got my workout in. Now it's time for you to teach me something about this place.
Here comes the history lesson, but it's pretty interesting. I'll try and keep it as light as possible. The Timberline Lodge actually has a really interesting and compelling history based around stewardship and pure grit and determination. The lodge was commissioned during the Great Depression. FDR was part of the work assistance program, and what he wanted to do was create jobs. So what better place to do it than 6,000 feet up on top of Mount Hood? Took 2 years to complete, and they brought in artisans from all over the country, iron workers from the East Coast and loggers from the West Coast.
And they all built it by hand.
By hand. Took 2 years to complete, keeping in mind there was a harsh winter in between there, and then FDR actually came up and dedicated the hotel.
So are these original stone then?
This is all original stonework. Everything you see is original.
You've got some artifacts back in this room here that I saw earlier today. Let's check those out.
Yeah, you bet.
So it looks like we're not the only ones learning here, John.
That's right. You come up here for a ski vacation with your family and have some great days on the mountain and whatnot, have some food, but you're also learning something here. They're actually doing a treasure hunt. We actually have a full-time curator on staff. At the dining table, the family grew up here at Timberline or whatnot, and he tells me the story about how he was very young and he was taking the fork and jabbing it into
FDR's chair.
Into the arm of FDR's chair. So anyhow. This is Richard L. Constam, affectionately known as RL. And as I said earlier, he's the one that's responsible for resurrecting Timberline, convincing the Forest Service to issue that one last special use permit, and then building this truly special place that it is today.
How many people does this house? And tell us about the rooms.
The rooms and the furniture in them, they've all been curated to reflect what really happened, back in the 30s and 40s. They don't build like things like this.
It's a special place.
It's a very special place. You got to be hungry. You've had a big day.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but I kind of am famished.
All right, let's go grab some food.
I love it.
All righty.
shot, and this looks pretty tasty.
Yeah, we are in the Ram's Head restaurant at the top of the head house in the main Timberline Lodge. That being said, we do have 5 other restaurant offerings on the property. Anything from fine dining to pizza to more of a, you know, authentic street taco offering. So there's definitely something for everyone after a long day on the hill.
What do you hear from people who walk into Timberline for the first time and take a look?
I think I see it all the time. Like, people come up here for a ski experience or a lodge experience vacation, and they've been in lodges before and they're all nice. But when they come into this place, their jaw drops. Cheers.
Up next, we check out a new and exciting way to enjoy the snow, and we visit some amazing Mount Hood rental homes. For today's adventure on Mount Hood, we're with the Bike Concierge for Fat Tire Biking. Meet Tom from the Bike Concierge. Tom, tell us about Fat Tire Biking, my friend.
Relatively new facet of cycling. It's been around about 10 years. Just the last couple it's really started to catch on. They're a lot of fun in the sand or the snow.
These tires are fat. P-H-A-T and F-A-T. So where do you get these? I mean, these are specific for these bikes, right? I mean, this is not your normal mountain bike.
Most of your mountain bike tires are running between 2 and 2.5 inches wide. So you've got close to twice the tire width, twice the flotation.
Let's do this, Tom.
Okay. You want to follow me?
God, this feels like riding a bike. Tom, this is fun.
Oh, it's a lot of fun, yeah. That's why I got into this. Just try to make a living doing what I enjoy doing.
Nice, I like that. But it's not just for us guys doing biking, it's also for the ladies doing snowshoeing around here. Where are y'all from?
Portland.
I've heard of Portland. Yeah. Have fun.
Something for everybody up here, all year round.
And I think we should duck off into the trees. That looks fun over there.
All right, let's do it then.
Okay. This is actually pretty fun. This is way easier than it looks, I think.
Like I said, we got lucky with snow conditions up here. I took my team up to Mount Bachelor for a race a couple of weeks back, and that was a lot harder going.
I've never seen this, Tom. This is the first time I've ever seen this. The money shot, Tom. This is awesome. So Enid Lake.
Enid Lake.
Tell us about Enid Lake.
Popular spot year-round to snowshoe and cross-country ski this time of year, and now bike. And then summertime, hikers, picnickers.
I guarantee you when my wife and kids see this, they're gonna say, I wanna do that, I wanna do that. But the truth is, everybody can do this.
Everybody can do it, right? I've got bikes for kids too, so bring them on out.
Be careful what you ask for. See you soon, buddy.
Okay.
There are many lodging options on Mount Hood, and we are so pleased to be partnering with All Seasons Vacation Rentals. Carol, thank you for having us.
Hey, you're welcome.
This is awesome. First of all, Mount Hood is awesome.
It's a secret. Don't tell anybody.
Well, now everyone's going to know. Tell us about your company you started.
I started 12 years ago, vacation rentals, and a need for people managing private-owned properties in the area, and took that on and started to snowball from there.
We went to a couple houses today, and the first one we went to, describe that. I love that home.
Chalet Chocolat, it's that rustic mountain look that people want, that alpine look that people like. So, and there's a lot of room with the different stories. There's a lot of room. Again, you can break up. You can all be together when you want to be, but if you don't want to be together the whole entire time of your vacation, you can split up and go to different parts of the house.
What are your favorite things about that house?
High luxury, just comfortable luxury. That's how I would describe that.
You know
house.
how I'd sell it?
Convenience.
Wait, I would sell it by you can play Rock'em Sock'em Robot. I haven't seen that since I was maybe 10 years old.
Foosball.
And foosball. And did I win? Did I win or did you win?
No, I won.
Did you?
I did.
I don't remember that. From luxury and elegance to just retro cool, the second property we visited.
That's a true A-frame cabin from the 60s. When people first came up here with their wool suits and their wooden skis, that's the place you stayed. So it's very unique that the owners kept it original. There was no upgrades really in this house except for a small addition, but people love the feel of that old cabin.
I love the kitchen though. The stove takes me back to even before I was born.
Right. Yeah, olive green would have been a little bit too much, but the gold seems to work.
That's crazy. I love both those properties, but I also love our home this week.
Yeah.
This place is spectacular, starting with the chimney.
Right. It is a unique, one of a kind up here, actually.
Wow.
I
Check
know.
this kitchen out.
I know. A dining room, seats 12 at the table.
Nice.
So everybody gets to sit together, but this spot over here seems to be the place to be.
This is really nice. What an open kitchen.
Yeah.
Love the
It's
plan.
designed for family. It's designed for big family and gatherings. I really thought about every detail putting this house together.
But I also love the open nature of both of these rooms.
Yeah, the flow is really nice.
Let's check out this room.
Okay, all right.
First thing that screams to me is the chandeliers.
Right.
Let's head upstairs and check out some of the rooms.
Okay.
Now, there's a special stairway you tell me about.
There is.
What's it called?
Stairway to heaven is what I call it.
Why that?
It's the top floor. There's 2 little bunks up there.
This is so cool. This would be where my kids would sleep, I can guarantee you. Each room is a little bit different. Describe the bedrooms.
The master suite is the biggest of the 3 with its own fireplace and step-in jacuzzi tub and large stone walk-in shower. This other room downstairs is unique to itself. It's got the A-frame. It's the original bedroom in the A-frame, so it's got more of the A-frame feel to it. And of course the sauna is in that room, so it's got an indoor sauna also.
I'll be using that later. You've got a great variety of inventory, Carolyn. I think we've just barely scratched the surface. I think we need to come back.
I think so too.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
All right.
Up next, we celebrate a day in the snow, including snowshoeing, snowmobiling, and cross-country skiing. We're in for a day of adventure on Mount Hood.
Conditions are perfect. It is starting to be a little bit springish out here, so snow's going to be a little bit slippy and slidey as we're going, but a fun, awesome day. It's going to be great out here. All we're going to do is pop up our kill switch right here, 1 pull of this, and we're off to the races. Here we go. We're ready to rock and roll.
Wow.
So we get out to the river. We're going to hang out. We're going to stop for a second. We'll just pop that thing right off. Your throttle's right here on this right-hand side. This makes you go. This makes you stop. Let's go! Cool, that was fun, guys. We were tearing it up there for a little bit. We're moving quick, having some fun. Gonna slow down the pace a little bit now. Gonna throw on some snowshoes and go wander in the trees and go see what we can see. Once we come out here, it's a little bit different now that we do have spring conditions. Things are starting to melt out, where earlier in the season, all these trees, all these hemlocks were all covered. These true firs were covered up, everything was covered up, and you're gonna see little mounds, but this is a good spot to look, is like all the rolling terrain that's going on. We could still get in a little bit of trouble by stepping on one of these trees when they're there. You sink in, now your big foot went down there. Sasquatch, Bigfoot. So your big foot sank on down in that tree well, now all of a sudden you can't get it out. You step down too early, you'd be able to get in there and you can see some of the sticks. So we just always want to be aware of our surroundings as we're cruising around, and we'll keep on going. I see cougar coming through this area quite often, but this is pretty fresh. It is getting a little bit bigger. It does not look like there's claw marks in there for the coyote. This western hemlock with these small cones, the story is that the Great Spirit called all the trees together to come line up and get the pine cones. And John, the western hemlock, was over in Hawaii with you checking out some of the, what is it, coconut trees over there?
Sure.
Coconut trees over there, and ended up being the last one in line to get its pine cones. And because it was the last one in line to get its pine cones, it got the smallest ones of all. Final push here, guys, final push.
Nobody told me I had to do a hill.
Ah, whose idea was this? So really, guys, why would you snowshoe when you can whole different world, guys. We've been cruising around at 40 miles per hour on snowmobile. We had a nice easy stroll in on our snowshoes in through the trees and chatting a little bit. And now we're upgrading to some cross-country skis, super fun. So I'm just gonna get my toe up in there, click on down, and you are now locked in, ready to rock and roll. Keep those poles down below your belly button, and we're just gonna take this little steps and glide. You know, and then these have posi tracks on the bottom, so you can just take regular steps on up the hill. You just take big old steps, and you can feel that posi track really working. If you start slipping backwards, then we move into a little herringbone. You guys did great. We got about 2 miles of cross-country skiing in, and for your first time, we did record time. So great work, guys.
Fist pump.
High fives.
All around.
You're trying to get me to fall down. Yeah, you guys are welcome anytime. Send your friends, your family, and like I say, we just want to get people out. So come on out.
Up next on Next Stop, I try something I've never done before, and we visit the only place in the world for cosmic tubing. We've had a great time on Mount Hood by day this week, Hans, but not by night yet. That's about to change.
That's right. You're about to witness America's largest night ski area.
Now that is something I did not know. That's pretty impressive.
It is. You know, we've got over 34 runs lit at night, 4 lifts, and it is an experience you have to try.
No, I'm embarrassed to admit I've never been night skiing before.
Well,
what's different?
You know, at night you get a lot of different perspective. The lights actually give you a lot of contrast, so you can actually see the hill a lot better. Temperature is usually colder, draws the moisture out of the snow, makes it faster, better skiing, and it's nightlife, man. It's just fun.
Let's do it, man.
Let's
I'm
do
all about
it.
having fun.
All right, let's go. But yeah, you can ski till 10 o'clock every night, till 11 on Friday and Saturday. So you can get a lot of skiing in for a great price.
Well, you're so close to Portland, too. It's so close.
Right, less than an hour east of Portland. So you get off work a little early, play a little hooky, get up here and ski till 10 o'clock.
In your case, it's not hooky, though.
It's not
That's
hooky.
what you do.
It's my job. I love it. It's all about the experience, and pretty good experience here.
This is so quaint.
This is a historic mid-mountain warming hut. You know, it's a very unique building. It was built in 1936, year before Timberline, and I think we should go inside and check it out.
I want to check it out. I'm ready to warm up. Pretty killer fireplace, Hans.
This is the warming hut, so it's the perfect spot to come in, warm up, get a little food, refuel. Hey, there's Blake.
What's going on?
Come on, Blake.
Good.
What's up, Blake?
Hanging out. Want to go do some turns with us?
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your impression of your first time night skiing?
It was really cool. I could not believe how well you could see. I thought you wouldn't be able to see.
Well, you know, not everybody can ski, so If you're looking for something else to do, we got some other activities we can show you over at Ski Bowl East.
Really?
You ever heard of cosmic tubing?
I've heard of cosmic bowling.
Well, this is like cosmic bowling on steroids, so we should go check it out.
Sounds fun.
All right, let's do it.
Before we talk about this incredible tubing park, I need to give Blake a fist pump for the amazing assist night skiing up there. You got some great stuff, my friend.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Appreciate it.
Been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I can tell. You're pretty good on that board, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Now the tube seems like it's going to be just a little bit easier.
Yes, that's what I love about tubing. It takes about zero skill. I mean, have tube, pair of boots, you're good to go.
So this is awesome. This is packed on the weekends.
Packed. It's lots of room for a lot of people. Just spread them out. This is cosmic tubing. You see, it's just here, rocking music, lights going, lots of tube lanes. It's just a blast.
Thanks for tuning in to Next Stop from Oregon's Mount Hood territory, a destination with 100 ways to play. We love it here, and so will you. We also love our sponsors, Oregon's Mount Hood territory and Alaska Airlines. Next Stop. Where will we take you next? Make good memories, everybody. Man down. So, tell us what we're going to do here. This is just awesome. This looks so cool. All right.
Blooper?
We got that.